Mishmash! Mini reviews.
Yeah, as you can tell from the title, we're bringing back the Mishmash mini review series. When I mean bringing back, I mean I did this over a year and a half ago, and I did it once, and never again, so I guess this is a re-debut. It doesn't matter, you don't care. Regardless, in today's episode, we're going to be reviewing the new SpaceWolves box. I'm going to do a little unboxing, go over the sprues, and build some of the models, and I'm just going to give my general thoughts and opinions on it. Originally, I planned to bring this series back with the Emperor's Children box, but that's its own story, and I've gone over that plenty of times. But truthfully, I'm pretty happy I got to bring it back with this one. This box is pretty amazing. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself, gotta do the promotional stuff first. If you like what you see, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, share it with a friend, and if you really dig it, consider becoming a channel member. For just $3 a month, you get to see my videos early, and for $5, you get access to a weekly Q&A stream in which you can showcase your models. You also get exclusive roles and channels within the Mishmash Discord, and above everything else, it just helps me out greatly. You're letting a guy do his dream job. I just want to say a huge thank you to my channel members. You guys are amazing. But if you want to help the channel further, you can use the affiliate links in the description to Wargames Atlantic and Gallery, as well as Chronicle Games. All three of these things are products that I use and trust, so not only are you helping me out, you're helping yourself to some good stuff. But enough of the promotional stuff, let's get tucked in and get an icy pint of your favorite brew, with just the right amount of head, and let's unbox the SpaceWolves. So if you're unfamiliar with the contents of the box, I'll go over it briefly. It comes with 28 brand new miniatures, this being a Wolfguard battle leader along with 3 Wolfguard head takers, a Wolf Priest, 3 Wolves, and a bunch of Bloodclaws and Grey Hunters. Additionally, beyond the miniatures, you get the Codex supplement for the SpaceWolves, which is a nice 104-page hardback book. Very nice, very cool. You also get the datasheet cards, and you also get a decal sheet. All in all, the miniatures are really stellar in this set, and this is the part where I tell you I'm really not a SpaceWolves enjoyer. Originally, my plan is to just use the SpaceWolves, Grey Hunters, and Bloodclaws as fodder for kitbashing, which I'm still gonna do. But there are so many good sculpts in this set that I don't think I can bring myself to do it with everything in the box. Definitely wacky to say out loud considering the Thousand Sons are one of my favorite armies in the setting. And even with that, it's not like I had a visceral hatred for the SpaceWolves because of that fact. I just always felt very meh with them, which is all the more surprising why I like these sculpts so much. Once my brain assigns something with the meh category, it's really hard to remove the label for me. I don't really know why. I mean, you can armchair psychology that in the comments, I guess. I don't know. But regardless, for an army that has given me little to no sparks in my head for so many years now to make me want to paint them, that's kind of huge for me. A huge reason for this, however, is because of the Bloodclaws and the Grey Hunters, because I am kind of echoing what a lot of people have been saying, but I genuinely believe these might be the very best Primaris Marines ever released. The armor is generic enough for you to be able to kitbash them to your liking into generic Marines. And Games Workshop has basically proved what I've been saying ever since the beginning of when I started kitbashing on the channel. Taking away the Mark 7 and the Corvus helmets was one of the dumbest decisions they could have possibly made when making the Primaris waves. Even with the dumb lore implementation of the Primaris Marines, it pales into comparison to one key factor. These helmets are icons. They've been part of the setting since the very beginning and are what got a lot of people into Space Marines to begin with. It's like taking away Darth Vader's mask. But it doesn't just stop with the helmets. Obviously, one of the bigger things that I like about these models are the implementation of the bolt carbines again. I know plenty of people that don't really mind the new bolt guns or the bolt rifles, but personally, I just think they look kind of goofy. I can also confidently say this about most of the Astartes weapons in the new era. I really do not like how they've completely changed how the weapons look, because the original designs were just iconic. But I do think this is a step in the right direction, and the chain swords are pretty on point. One thing that I really do like about this is that they have regular Space Marine arms. I don't mind this change to the Assault Marines having these kind of knightly gauntlets, but I enjoy the older stuff more. And honestly, it's just nice to have a little bit of variety because I'm an avid kitbasher. I guarantee you, if you're a kitbasher, these two sets, if you don't want to buy the full box, they are going to be worth every single penny because the amount of bits that you can use to kitbash your pre-existing Marines is insane. Plus, the amount of extra weapons you get with this kit beyond just the bolt guns and the chain swords is really nice to have. Most of them, I would say, are probably better suited to SpaceWolves, especially some of the power swords. They just don't really fit in with other armies. However, the power axes, despite having runes engraved onto them, are pretty easy to just cover up overall. I think in a lot of ways the wolfiness has been toned down, and I think that's why I like these guys more. I'm sure for plenty of SpaceWolves enjoyers this might actually be kind of annoying for you, because, hell, I know how it feels to be a Blood Angels enjoyer. I miss the nipples. But for somebody who's been room temperature on the SpaceWolves for so long, this is still pretty cool to me. But there are still some pretty amazing figures in the box that are undeniably SpaceWolves. I think kitbashing him would almost be a disservice if I didn't do SpaceWolves for him, within reason. The Wolfguard head takers, maybe not as much because I'm already kind of kitbashing something with them. But the Wolf Priest and the Wolfguard Battle Leader are a different story. These two are prime SpaceWolf stuff. Despite maybe the power packs, they don't really look Primaris to me either. The leader character is really nice looking. He's just kind of that perfect amount of ambiguous because he's not a character model that you can really make him into your own thing. But of course, that Rune Priest is so cool. The only thing I really don't like about him is the bolt pistol because I don't like new era bolt pistols, but they were cool enough to add a cool little crease dagger for crybabies like me. The fact that it's a crease dagger. My literal favorite of scary, creepy daggers. Now, of course, we have 3 more models I haven't talked about, and admittedly, they're probably my least favorite of the kit, but that is more to do with personal preference rather than them being low-quality models or anything like that. The Fenrisian Wolves are cool models, and I think they fit together really nicely and, above everything else, are really well sculpted. They're pretty in line with what I would expect from Games Workshop by this point, especially considering how good the sculpts were for the Sun Goblins and Age of Sigmar. But these guys are just not really my thing, but I'm still gonna paint them. Hell, it'd actually be really funny to kitbash these guys into my Gloomspite Gits army. Would that be stupid? Yeah, probably, but it'd be kind of funny. I don't know. Now, of course, beyond the models, you do get the data cards and the Codex, which I do feel a little silly purchasing this because I'm not 100% sure I'm gonna run this army, because, I'll be honest, I'm not really interested in playing 40k. At least in its current state. But, again, it is a cool book to have, and there's a lot of really interesting stuff inside, which does give me some more ideas for how I want to paint these dudes. I don't think I really have much of a place to say exactly how I feel about the game itself, because I'm not much of a wargamer to begin with. But I do have to say, despite not being Games Workshop's #1 guy by any stretch of the imagination, I feel like I dunk on them just about every chance I get. I do have to say it is nice that they still keep up with codexes like this. The big hardcover books with all the art, lore, and I guess just every little detail that you could possibly want are something that I do appreciate in the modern era. However, the only key factor that I can really say for a box like this that I don't really think is something that a lot of people are too keen on is, of course, the price. I got a slight discount on this from my local game store because I have a membership there, but still, $218 for 28 miniatures is a little ridiculous. I felt the same way about the Emperor's Children box. $230 for 33 minis is already ridiculous. So I would say, unless you're a very dedicated SpaceWolves enjoyer, I would not quite say this is worth the price, mostly just out of principle. And for full transparency, the reason I got this box is because I am a YouTuber and things like this are tax deductible. So I feel a little bit more comfortable purchasing it for that reason, and getting it from my local game store is helping them more than anything. So I did feel a little bit more comfortable purchasing this. I wouldn't do it from GW directly, and I do encourage you, if you are not entirely interested in the Codex and you just want the models, wait till the individual boxes come out, get them on eBay or your local game store. Despite the price, I will kind of repeat what I've been saying. Everything in this box is utterly stellar, and everything in this box is something that I do not regret purchasing. Not only are these amazing SpaceWolves models, these are some of the very best we've received in terms of Primaris models. Of course, there are still models in the pipeline the Codex has shown us, and we've seen the reveals. I honestly do think this could be the very strongest set of releases we've ever seen for Primaris. This being in terms of an individual army of Space Marines. Currently, in terms of the individual armies or chapters, I do think the Black Templars kind of hold the crown, but even they kind of suffer from that weird toyish look that a lot of Primaris Marines suffer from. But if the SpaceWolves continue with the way that they're going, I could very well see these guys taking the crown. It is weird to say this out loud, because if you've watched the rest of my videos or any more of my content, you'll know that I'm pretty critical of GW, so it is really nice to actually say something really positive about a release. Especially in the last 7 years or so, there's been a lot of releases I'm really not crazy about. Not that there haven't been gems, I don't think that's fair to say. But when you get a big release like this, especially an army-wide release that I like pretty much everything that I see, that's pretty rare. For the price, I'd say it's worth it if you're a collector. If not, get the individual boxes later on. The models overall and the Kitbash potential, I would say it's off the charts. And I think it is nice that the SpaceWolves are kind of making a comeback in such a big way. I would say that they are probably one of the most overhated armies in the setting. I don't really know why, but they are. But I will say I am confident that this box will change the minds of several SpaceWolves haters. But with that, I think I've definitely been flapping my beak enough for one video. Like always, if you found it helpful or enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, share with a friend, and remember to mishmash, kitbash, and paint some fantastic miniatures. And you're gonna. I promise. See ya.